Happy. Really? Why? Are you? What's up? Are you just talking? Or are you mad? Are you just talking? Oh, I do have blueberries. Still good. Okay. What else do we need? I think that's it, baby. Today is truly the most perfect day. Wait until you see the photos I have saved for my vision board. It just embodies this day. That's where I was just in the drawer over there trying to find my quarter cup measuring cup. And clearly I left it in here because this is the one that I use every time making pancakes. But when was the last time I made pancakes? It's been a minute, so the fact that that's just been sitting in here is ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous, huh? We do have a few kitchen updates that you guys can see. I have a hood. It doesn't, like, okay, so it works. Like, I have light that comes out of it, which is exciting. But the tunnel, I'm not actually sure if that's the right name for it. The one that came in the kit was meant for 10-foot ceilings, and these are only 8-foot ceilings. So we're trying to figure out if we can cut the one that was given to me in the box, or if I'm gonna need to buy one. We're gonna try to cut it, because like it can't be used anyways, and then we'll see if we need to buy one, but hopefully not. Oh, my sweetheart. I'm just gonna eat this right here because I don't want to risk moving ya and then you getting upset and then I gotta hold you and eat. It makes it a little bit more challenging. Guys, the most exciting thing. I am so excited to try this. I opened it yesterday and washed it. But today is the first time we're actually going to use this thing, you sweet boy. What do you think? Oh, this color is so pretty. And this is so lightweight compared to my other one. Silky, silky soft. This is a Sully Baby wrap. If you're a mom, you might have heard of these before, but they are a top brand for these wraps is what I will say, and they reached out wanting to gift me one, and I was like, game on, because he lives in his other wrap. This one is so soft. I'm really excited to try it, but we gotta run to Target. I need to get water for him, and then I need to get dishwasher pods, and we gotta go to Staples to get my pictures for the vision board. So, let's go, cutie boy. Done. Can I get a venti iced gingerbread oat milk chai? No, that's it.
How's your day going?
Good, so far. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Sniff this, it's wet. Is this wet right here? I just went to set this up and I realized one of the girls threw up all over this carpet. Like, it is trekked from this corner the whole way through it's a mess. So I used my normal carpet and upholstery cleaner that I use, but I use that usually immediately when it happens, and I don't know when this happened because it was actually pretty dried. So I need to use my more so carpet like vacuum to actually clean it, but I do want to film this. Girlfriend, I love you so much, but that's a really bad spot for you. Come on, come. Yeah. What is my life? Okay, let's talk about my 2024 vision board. This year I printed out 6 different sheets. I always get them printed at Staples, and I find all of my photos on Pinterest. So if you guys are curious like where any of my photos came from, all of these are saved to my Pinterest board. None of these are my own images, so you can find them there. But the last video where I left off, I was actually searching through Pinterest, and then my man ended up calling me and we were on the phone just talking about, I mean, some things. You guys like heard part of it. But as I was on Pinterest, I was getting really discouraged, honestly, because I couldn't find anything that was speaking to me, and like my homepage was filled with stuff that were just like not aligned with where I want my future to go and just like kind of what's present for me in this moment. And then I didn't know what to search. So I was really struggling, and honestly in that I spent probably like 20-30 minutes before he woke up. I did not find one single photo that I liked. One thing that I was like, yeah, no, this is going on my 2024 vision board. So then last night I decided to give it another shot, because obviously had to give it another shot. And I don't know what did it, but I ended up finding just the most perfect images for me for this season. And I am I'm struggling to find this line right now. I am really excited for this year's vision board now. So I still have not come up with my goals. We will do that in this video. I do not know what I want my goals to be yet for the new year, but just coming up with these images and searching through Pinterest, the one thing that just kept playing in my mind is Easy Like Sunday Morning. And one year I had my word be slow, and I was debating if slow was also going to be my word for this year, because it's very relevant to the images I was pulling and just kind of like where my mindset is at right now. But after just like constantly singing Easy Like Sunday Morning in my head, I was like, you know what? I think my word of the year needs to be easy. And it doesn't mean like this year is going to be easy for me by any means, but a lot of these images gave me the vibe of vacation. When I'm on vacation, I will make time for anything and everything. Like I will go for a long walk every day. I will read. I will do the things that I never make time for when I'm at home, because when I'm at home, like, oh, I just don't have time for that. And that's such bullshit, quite frankly. So a lot of these photos were just like giving me the vibes of like live in the moment, like you're on vacation, and like you freaking have time. Because quite frankly, you do have time, you just don't make time for it. I did things a little bit different this year, because usually I do have my goals more so set before I create my vision board, but also I usually have a lot of career focused things. I don't have that on here, but also like within my career, I just like want it to be easy and I want it to be something I enjoy. You know, I talked about that in the last video, but I usually have money or like bank accounts that are like 7 figures, and that just really wasn't speaking to me. Like I found some really cool images where I was like, oh, this like would have been great for another year, but like for right now, I'm like, that's just not my vibe. I have one thing on here. Did I even print it out? Financial independence, because I want to do better at saving this year than I did in 2023, but otherwise I will show you guys once I have this all done. It's just a lot of photos to chop up. I also think this is my first year ever not reusing old pictures. Like, I'm not even gonna look at the stash that I have. I just want to use the new pictures that I printed, and I'm a little worried that I might not fill up this whole thing because I did specifically print them smaller, because I remember last time I printed them far too large. Is this way too dark? It's very, very dark outside right now. I think that's better. So we'll see what we got going for us, but I really just was searching for vibes, quite frankly, because I don't have my goals listed out yet. I was just on Pinterest like, what the heck am I called to? Like, what excites me? What sparks joy? What do I kind of want my life to look like? And I know I mentioned the vacation thing, but just like slow living. I was really called to females that were holding coffee cups or in coffee shops and stuff, which is kind of funny, but that's become my daily thing. And it just like feels, going to coffee shops daily feels like a way to romanticize my life. Like, to really live my life to the fullest is to go to coffee shops daily. There are a few things on here that represent work. So I do have just like paint swatches, and then there's like a girl working on her computer in her robe. So that's why I was like in my robe this morning too, because I'm like, I have this robe and I never freaking use it, and it feels very luxurious to just like chill in a robe for the morning, you know? So yeah, I actually have a lot of like landscapes on here because that's like what I was really called to. Fall weather, for some reason. Dark, gloomy, rainy scenes, those just like really stuck out to me. And I was like, you know, I want every day to feel like an easy Sunday morning. I want it to feel like a rainy Sunday that's just like slow, where I can do whatever the heck I want to do and I make time for what's important, and I just kind of like go through the day without putting any pressure on myself. Like, that's how rainy days feel to me, is just like go with flow. It's kind of like surrender type thing. And I feel like that's very much so what my vision board is giving. But since I don't have specific categories this time, like it was strictly vibe based, I usually lay this out kind of like in categories so that things are broken up and all over the place, and I don't really have that, so we're just kind of gonna, I'm almost wondering, do I start in the center and filter out, because especially if this might not cover my whole thing, I think that's kind of the move. Quick little intermission to make ourselves lunch, because you know what we're doing, you guys? We are making time. / we have time. I never, ever, ever, ever cook because I'm always like, oh, I don't have time, and I prioritize work over cooking, which I know is like a bad thing, but I'm like, if I can get delivery, it's bad. It really is bad. So one of the things I do want to get better at is actually cooking, especially like once he can eat solids. I want to just like be in the kitchen more. I feel like it's a fun activity with your kid, but also, yeah, I just like, I want him to be excited about food, you know, and have a diverse palate. But today, slow Sunday, we are making ourselves tempting tuna melt. And while I was waiting for that to be done, I actually finished my vision board. So here she is in all of her glory. I think this is one of my favorite vision boards. I think because I didn't fully fill the space, it just feels a little bit cool, but also it's so fresh and new, no reused images, and it's just a different vibe than I've had in the past. Like, this does not give boss bitch energy to me. This gives very calm, relaxing lifestyle, and I love it. A rainy Sunday is the goal. So I'm gonna eat, and we also have to talk about goals. I really don't know where my mind is at with goals. Maybe we do that in the next video. Or do we do that in this video? I haven't made this in so long. That is delicious.